think we're live. Welcome back to another workout. This is leg day for April 2021. Pulling up my knee, whatever you call them, knee reps, knee sleeve, I don't know, whatever. But starting out, or if you're here, hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. Starting out with 115 for a warm-up set, doing 15 reps. And we're not trying to load up the weight here, just trying to work the muscles in the exercise we're gonna be doing to warm up. So about half of what you plan on doing. So this is a little over half, but using the 35s makes it easy. Not ideal to walk backwards wrapping it, but don't we all have to look at my butt on every set? Next up, doing 165 for 12 reps and just moving up slowly in weight until we get to the hard sets, which will be after this. So I'm starting with about half the weight initially, then about 3/4 of the weight I'm going to use, and then moving into the harder sets. Hopefully I won't have any back issues today. If you saw my last back workout for last month, about halfway through the lunges, after the second set, I didn't go any further and just moved on to the more isolation stuff because my back was starting to hurt, and I've had back issues in the past, but come to find out, I've been trying to stretch a lot more because I've never put a big emphasis on stretching when I was younger, and right in my hips here is just super tight, the muscles and tendons, and which this is on. And chiropractor told me that stuff stays tight, it kind of pulls your back in because all kinds of stuff, and it leads to back issues. So I got not a racquetball, but similar to that, but really firm one, and just crank down on those muscles every day, and it gets sore, it hurts, but I have noticed I've been getting better slowly, so I'm just going to keep at it. Try not to lift too heavy either in the meantime. A little off center. There we go. So 12 reps here. So there, muscles warming up slowly, getting the range of motion. Feeling pretty loose for the most part. So I'll be doing a couple hard sets with 215. Rack this down up here. $215. But I really noticed too the other day. Move some of this stuff off my screen. There we go. I can see better. I noticed it was hurting, especially when I was doing some heavier deadlifts last week. Just all that tension, everything in my hips, they were hurting even more. So I'm laying off the deadlifts for a couple weeks just to still do squats because my legs aren't, I don't do a really wide stance because it's more comfortable for me to do a more narrow stance. But I got a trip coming up that I'll mostly be using machines and stuff. Excuse me. Machines and gyms. So I'm just gonna do a bunch of back exercises, you know, rows and all that kind of stuff, and get back into deadlifts after I've had a couple week break and just see how it works. I'm not gonna quit working out just because one exercise is hurting right now. I'm just gonna back off, give my body time to heal if I've been overtraining at all, and then get back into it. So the goal here, 10 to 15 reps. Almost a failure. Obviously, you gotta be careful with failure on something like a squat if you don't have anything to, like a rack or something to fall back on. And I could just throw the weight off, but I also don't want to do it either. So, good form throughout it, which I'm trying to focus on, especially. 215. Make sure everything's tight every rep. We got 12 there. And I highly suggest keeping track of your lifts. Because if you're not, you're just going to the gym with no real goal in mind, just, oh, I think I'll do that today or that. It does take some consistency to make sure you're gaining and progressing. And keeping track of everything is how you can do that. I know, okay, last time I hit 210, 12 reps both times, so now I'm moving up in weight and trying to get at least 10. If I hit 12 twice, I'll move up to 220 next time. So progressively overlap. Leg day. Yeah, John, you doing legs today too? But trying to really make sure I'm doing slow reps on these, not just going down fast, bouncing up. Trying to pause a little bit. I think once I get to 225, I'm gonna try to stay on that weight for a bit and really go down and try holding the squat for even longer, maybe a second, maybe two, and come back up. Because it's not just more reps or more weight that is how you can progressively overload. It's also the time under tension and pausing and squatting and stuff like that makes it a whole lot harder. So you don't necessarily need more weight to do better. And doing those other techniques, you can help lessen your chance of injury as well. I can feel it in my hips though for sure. They're not really hurting, but they're just sore still from really massaging down those tight tendons. But I have written down here, when I first started doing this routine, like back in July or August of last year, I could only do 145 for 12 was my hard set, and now I just did 215 for 12. So I've been progressing a lot on this. My back's been getting stronger because I had back issues before. Working through it, it's been good. All right, so last set of squats, we're gonna move on to lunges. Feeling good so far. I'm gonna try to keep it that way and really focus on doing this, not leaning forward, but coming down and pushing straight up through the heels. Your toes are obviously stabilizing you, but you don't want to lean forward on your toes when you're coming up. You're gonna be pushing down through your heels, butt back, and be pushing forward with your butt down into your heels. Tighten your abs before each rep. I was thinking about doing another rep, 12. I might have been able to get it out, but I felt like I was starting to lean forward on the last couple reps. Not onto my toes, but like I would come down, kind of lean forward this way and then come up. And that's a sign that the form's starting to break down, so I didn't want to push it. It's one thing to cheat on reps like curls towards the end, you know, maybe you can't get anymore, but you kind of swing it up a little bit just to get that contraction up here and then a slow negative because you're still working there. But stuff, heavy compound movements like this, I don't like to do cheat reps because the only way to get stuff up is usually throwing off your form and it might hurt your back or something. No, it's only 215 on the bar. On the squats. Only, I mean, depends on who you are. Like like I said, I was only doing 145 a year ago because I never trained my legs. And I've been pretty consistent with it this year. I mean, they've gotten, can't see it, like quite a bit bigger over the last year. And I've gained probably a good 7-8 pounds over the last 9-10 months. I think a lot of that's in my legs. They were each about 2 inches bigger around than they were a year ago. So that's cool. Whew. Hold on. Girls, hey, stop screaming. Can't hear you out here. Girls are playing some kind of crazy game. They're all screaming in there. So, thanks, man. Yeah, so next up I'm starting with lunges, starting with a lighter weight first initially, just since it is, and we're still working the legs. Legs are warm, but just my knees, it's a different movement. Lighter weight to get warmed up. Yeah, thanks, man. I think I found the sweet spot. Like, I was about 10 pounds lighter a year ago too. I was cutting down, trying to get lean, see how lean I could get for the first time. Wasn't anything crazy, but I didn't know how to eat very well then, and just picking wrong foods and stuff. I found sweet spot with the right types of foods to keep me full, but don't have a ton of calories. I have enough energy. I'm at a weight that feels comfortable, so I'm just staying there and trying to slowly gain muscle where I am. Learning from Greg Doucette, main gain, and it's been working for me over the last 7 months, so I'm just gonna keep at it. So, starting out with 20 reps, got 30 pounds in each hand for these lunges, so 60 pounds total. So I'll go like this first one. I think you can see me in there. I don't mind so much, like the movement of lunges is fine, but since I have to alternate legs, it just takes twice as long. That's the only thing I don't really like about doing lunges. But my legs do feel pretty pumped after I get done with all my lunges sets. All right, 20 reps each side. So we'll rest some from that. Then moving up in weight. Doing some more, then moving up in weight one more time. Yeah, lunges are good, but like heart rate's in the 150s right now, but when I get done with the heavy sets, I feel like falling over, and my heart rate's been up in the 180s. It's like HIIT cardio, I guess you could say. It's kind of what weightlifting is if you push hard and go to failure on stuff. But this, I like working out in the garage. It's fine with the garage open, we still have pretty good light, but when you have light coming in from the side, you know, just one direction, it makes everything look more defined because you can see shadows and stuff. Like if I went inside my kitchen with all the lights on and everything, it wouldn't look anywhere near the same. But especially like right now, the garage is shut, so just the lights coming through from the windows up top. So it's at a downward angle, and that makes things even more defined, especially abs and chest and all that kind of stuff. Like abs look super defined because of the way the light here and the shadows all down on the side. So it's pretty crazy when you work out and it's in the right type of lighting. It makes everything look crazier. When you put on a t-shirt later and you just look like a normal guy. Doing legs today, man. About to do my second set of, second set of lunges. Got 50 pounds here in each hand. So doing 100 pounds, I think I'm gonna be moving up one more time for a couple more sets. So far, back's feeling pretty good. So just trying to keep good form, stay safe and healthy through all this. Let's see how it goes. 15 each side. Oh man, those are tough. 160s now in the heart rate. It's kind of cool though, because like 3 or 4 months ago, 50s is what I was using for my hardest sets. And now it's one of my weights for working up to my hard set. But now, gotta add weight for the backpack. So I'm adding 25 pounds to the backpack. So that's 125 pounds total. And make sure you're resting enough between sets, especially if you're going all out, because you gotta give your muscles time to rest. Like up to 6-to-1 work ratio. If it takes a minute to do your set, you rest up to 6 minutes if you need it. It's usually not that long, unless I'm sitting here talking a bunch. But these are tough. These next 2 sets are the hardest part of this workout. Turn on the lights. Lights are on. There's just a small light in here. There's nothing good. I'm just using light from outside coming in the garage windows. But I can make it brighter on the camera. But then it kind of washes out my face a bit. Take it down just a little bit here. All I have is small, regular, incandescent light bulbs up there. So I usually try to work out in the day. Give about another minute. Try to wait till at least my heart rate's back down to the 120s. So I don't feel like I'm still breathing hard before I start a really hard set. It's starting to get hot though here. Usually with these knee braces, I'm constantly having to pull them up. But now, it's getting so hot, I'm starting to sweat and they're sticking to me. There we go. All right, just gotta push through it. This part's tough. If you're working out today, let me know what you're doing and what your goals are. Gain muscle, lose fat, both. Don't really care. Just like seeing people work out. Whatever works. Here we go. Definitely need 3 minutes after that one. Got all 15, so that's cool. I wanted to quit after 10. The nice thing about when I'm in other gyms, instead of doing lunges, I usually do leg press instead after I do my squats. It's still tough. I mean, I'll go hard on it, and I'll usually do some drop sets at the end, or a drop set, but just something about doing a set for like a minute and a half to 2 minutes. Where's you at? Oh. While I'm waiting, we'll get some of these weights stripped off here. We want to move on to the circuit after this. And just to move around a little bit. So that was definitely a hard set, but the next set is the hardest of the entire workout. Cool. Man, I'm starting to sweat. until starting to sweat a lot, staying hot out. As far as sweating is, don't judge how hard you're working based on how much you're sweating, because I work out just as hard in the winter as the summer, but it's cold in my garage in the winter, and I usually don't sweat at all. But in the summertime, I'm sweating like crazy within 5 to 10 minutes, because it gets up to 100, a little over 100 degrees around here. So that's another reason I like going to failure, because regardless of the temperature or any other factors, you know how hard you're going every time if you're pushing yourself to the limit. And that's why keep track of what you're doing so that you know if you're pushing as hard as you did before, at least, or harder. You can gauge your progress. All right. Give it another 15, 20 seconds just to psych myself out here. I think I can do it. Just gotta remember, even though you feel like quitting, your body can usually do a lot more than you think. Don't quit just because it gets difficult. I tell my kids that all the time too. Remember, keep your abs tight on all these too. Did it. 15. I think I'm gonna pass out. Hi.
We probably were doing the other thing.
Oh, what?
Riley said our dog when I came to. See? You said I Riley.
Hi. The little girls who are watching this live feed inside the house, so they know when I'm finished, but they don't realize there's a bit of a lag between what I'm doing and then what shows up on the screen. So they're coming out and saying, hey, I thought you were doing that thing, the lunges, when I'm just sitting here. Man, that was tough. Thanks, man. I've been trying to really push myself hard every workout. Sometimes it's hard because I'm like anybody else. I'll get like not in the mood to work out. just, you know, some days you don't feel it, but I always try to think back to the times I'm stuck in hotel rooms for 2 days at a time and there's no gym and I wish I could be in one, so try to make the most of it. I've said before, I'll, you know, even if I don't feel like working out and there is a gym, I'll just go get on a treadmill for 10-15 minutes. And just being there, seeing other people, I'll eventually get in the mood and be like, okay, yeah, I'm ready, I'm gonna do this. So a lot of bodybuilding, taking care of yourself is mental. Even when you're working out, like then I wanted to quit again when I got to 10 because it was hard. But I could feel I was breathing hard, but I could feel my legs could still keep going. So I'm having a hard time walking now, but I made it through. And I don't think I could do another set of that. Oh man. That was tiring. But since I got 15 on both of those, now my next workout, move up to 130. Just keep slowly, progressively overloading. That's how your muscles grow. Control it, time under tension. Slowly progress, and you'll make gains. And eating the right type of food. So I don't mean like eating healthy. You don't have to eat healthy to be in shape. It makes it easier. But I just mean eating the right amount of food as far as calories are concerned. Because weight gain and loss is all just a matter of calories in versus calories out. And I'm at a point now where I like my body fat percentage I'm at. I have plenty of energy. I can work hard. And I mean, obviously, if I've never competed, but if I wanted to, I'd have to get leaner. But I'm good with how I look now. Feel comfortable, all that stuff. So I'm just, since I do have good energy levels, just pushing hard every time I work out. And I've definitely seen a big difference in the last 5-6 months where I have been maintaining the same weight or the same calorie intake. And I feel like I have plenty of food, plenty of energy. And I've been gaining, I forget what I said earlier, like 7-8 pounds over the last 8 months or so. And my body fat, how lean I look, doesn't look like it's changed much, so I think a lot of it is just muscle. Like I was saying in the beginning, a lot of it in my legs. My nephew was working out with me a few weeks ago, and I don't know why I didn't think about this before, but when I do these hip thrusts, putting this in my lap makes a huge difference and is a lot more comfortable with the bar. All right, almost ready. Gonna start a circuit here. Doing hip thrust, and then curls, just standing curls, and then leg extensions, leg curls, seated incline curls. Get rid of these weights. And some calf raises. I'm going through that circuit twice. Man, my quads are just so tight right now. Like they've definitely, I think, been getting bigger. Oh, my legs are really sore right now. My legs aren't huge yet, but I did have chicken legs about a year ago. Because I was one of those guys that just did upper body stuff. Always wore long swimsuits, pants, long shorts. Didn't care about my legs. But now I do, because I want everything to be in proportion. And I've noticed just from doing deadlifts and squats, my bench pressing's gotten stronger too at a faster rate. I think just from feeling heavier loads, working my whole body more, all the stabilizer, muscles and all that good stuff. I'm gonna go get my spotter real quick because I need someone to hold the bench so it doesn't slide when I'm doing this. All right, she's on her way. I'm gonna go ahead and get my weights out for my curls. So we'll be ready for that. Aside from all the weights being really cold to the touch, I think I like working out in winter better. Because this sweating is not fun. We'll say hi to everyone.
Hi. Everyone.
By everyone, I mean girls watching inside. I know, I'm just kidding. Oh, make sure you're pushing that away. Got 235 here for 20 reps. Tired faster. The last time I did this. Oh. Oh. So next up is curls. Same thing, shooting for 15 to 20 reps on all these. I just moved up on my weights on curls recently. My arms been feeling pretty good. Let's see how this goes. Using 30s. I was getting tough towards the end. Next up, leg extensions and leg curls. Turn this guy around. See if that's in view, kind of. I'll move this camera out a bit here. Bear with me. down a bit. There we go. So, with the leg extensions, leg curls too, I'm trying to stay at the weight I've been at and focus on slower reps. Pausing and controlling on the way down like I'm always talking about, but when I watch the playback of these I notice I'm going a lot faster than I feel like I'm doing. So I'm trying to stay at the same weights and really control the weight. Get a good contraction. Because I don't want to just shoot the weight up and speed through the reps. So we got 100 pounds here. I'm trying to pause at the top. Hold the last one. Same with the leg curls here. We're really trying to focus on some good quality reps and not just speeding through them. Started to put the bench down because I noticed I was moving my butt up a lot when I was curling these before. I still do so. It's kind of hard when the way this is set up, but I don't think it's quite as bad when it's like this. So something I noticed when I would do leg curls before, aside from that butt lifting up thing, is half the time my calves would start locking up. Not locking up, but getting like a Charlie horse. And I don't know if it's because I was eating enough sodium or what. I'm researching what causes cramps more, but I started eating popcorn every day. Smart popcorn. And I eat a bag before I work out. It's part of my pre-workout. Ever since I said, you can come out, honey. Ever since I started doing that, it hasn't happened. Hopefully it won't happen here, but because that would be kind of funny after I say it hasn't happened. But that's it's been helping. So maybe try that if you're having cramps. Eat some popcorn first. All right, going for another 20. Last few were tough. Alright, now we got some calf raises. And I need those weights. Using here 115 pounds. All right. So I need a 25. Calf raises. This is definitely what's nice to have a gym. Just walk around the machines and get this stuff done quicker, but make do with what you got. I like my setup, so it's all good. Hey, buddy. Can you hold on? Hurry up, hurry. Here we go. In calf raises, it's especially easy to just blast through them really quick. But try to do the same thing. Up, pause, slow back down. Up, pause, slow way down. Was on fire for a second there. All right, now I'm gonna go through that whole circuit again, but this time with more weight on everything. We're shooting for between 12, 15 reps. If you're able to get 20 reps on something, I like to increase the weight by about 10%. So I'm adding like 20 pounds on the hip thrusts. Same with the curls. Not 20 pounds on the curls, but you know, they're 30, so 10% would be 35 or 33 pounds, but I don't have 33 pounds. So we're going up to 255 on these. Get some more weight on here, since my bench holder partner isn't here. Because it's not fun when this thing starts sliding backwards and you're not going to be able to rack the weight because you're too far back. Not a good feeling. Because it is happened. And this is another one that's easy to just blast through the reps fast, but try, I gotta remind myself too, because it gets tough, but try, control it, slow on the way down, and then up, fast, pause, and then slow on the way down. Position puts a little bit of tension on my knees, so I like to just keep these on for this and for the leg extensions, because I haven't had really any knee pain since I started using these. So if it helps, use it as long as it's legal. And if you don't know what I mean by that, then just don't worry about it. So we got 255 pounds. Those are tough. Ugh. Definitely tough. So next up, curls with the 35s. Lift this up a little bit. If anyone's joining in, let me know where you're from. What you doing today for exercise? Remember, it's despite what all these different people say on YouTube, quick fixes, quick diets, quick workout programs. It's consistency over a long period of time is what makes a difference. Putting in the time, not just the time, but also the effort. Here we go, 12 to 15. Curls are feeling a little tougher than usual today. But it's all good. Just keep working hard. Remember, some days, really a lot of days, you're not going to be able to improve every single workout. Okay? You gotta keep that in mind. You don't want to get in the mindset of, oh man, I didn't do better this time, I didn't lift as much. You can't improve every single time. Especially if you're natural. I talked about before, like bench pressing. I was stuck on 170 for 10 reps for like 3 weeks or something. And then finally hit 12. Then the next workout I did 175 and got like 11 and a half. Almost hit 12 with that. And got to 180 pretty fast, and I was plateaued at 180 for like 4 weeks. So remember, the numbers are just a gauge to track your progress. Let's see, 90, 35. So definitely keep track of what you're doing, but remember, if you're pushing as hard as you can, even if you're not lifting as much weight, or maybe not as many reps as you did with the same weight before, it's okay. Just make sure you're pushing yourself. Yeah, before, just randomly one day, you'll bust through those numbers and be like, oh, awesome. Just stay consistent. All right, same thing. I'm gonna try to pause and let it down slowly. This is 125. Drop set. Oh, sorry. If you're on headphones, my bad. Sorry about that loud noise. again. Obviously, I noticed I didn't really pause at the top on him, but it was too heavy to do that. But I felt like I was letting it down slower. We'll find out when I watch the playback next time. How we doing on time? Pretty good. 107. Yeah, I guess my rest breaks are longer than they need to be. Let's get into this. Oh goodness. And the last one. That was tough. Got the incline curls again. Myself a few more seconds here. My watch thinks I burned 700 calories already. That's a joke. Definitely swung the last one up. Last two, really. That's what I mean about cheat reps. Like, I did, 13 reps? And then swung the last two up. So, I was still working myself, especially on the negative. Coming up on the end. How much do I need? 140 pounds. Actually, we're still in view here. 140. Sorry about all the loud noises. Stuff's just banging all over the place today. Well, I was able to get 45s for 8 last time I worked out on curls, but I was barely getting that 35 or 15, so I'm gonna go with the 40s and see what I can get for that. Rest for a minute here. I'm tired today. Quicker than usual. I think I say that every time. But it's true. It's gonna be like an hour and 20-minute workout this time. Sorry guys. Sometimes you just do what works. Let's tilt this back up. Turn this way. I guess I'll stay this way. Up a little more. There we go. There we go. See the biceps. 8 to 12 with these. If I get more than 8, that might be embarrassing. Man, it's crazy. I've done 12 with 40s before. It goes to show, every day is different. I was feeling a little bit of pain on that last rep. Nothing terrible, but where that injury was. But when I did 40s for 12, I think that was when I still did 25 and 30 for the previous set, so it's all good. I'm not worried. All right, calf raises this time, 160 pounds. Same thing, 8 to 12 reps. Should I get through this quickly? That's where a leg press comes in handy, or actual calf raise machines. We're almost there. One more set of curls, one more set of calves. There's another loud noise. Sorry. Keep doing it. Zoom this in a little bit for the curls. A little bit more of this water. Alright, last set of calves and we're done. I'm doing single leg calf raises this time. I'm gonna do it on this. Use a 30-pound weight. Here we go. If you have one side that's weaker than the other, start with your weaker side. That's why I always do my left first, because it's smaller. I don't know if I say it's weaker, but it's definitely smaller. And that is it, people. That is the leg day workout. I don't have anywhere to sit and I can't squat because my legs are so dead. See, they're getting there. Calves, got a bunch of veins coming through them right now. But let me know what your day was, what you did, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. As always, more videos coming each week. Hope you enjoy them. Let me know what kind of stuff you want to see, and we'll see you next time.